not want to work.
Oh, okay. Hey everybody, it's Liz with Abyss, and tonight we have Joe with us. A lot of you may know him from the YouTube chat as Skull. Say hi. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to kind of get in and uh, get on this, okay? So,
Uh-huh.
do you play the guitar?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I have I took a break really, and all my calluses are gone, but and I forgot like half what I knew.
Oh, I
Once
said
in a while I pick play.
I used to play when I was younger, anyways, like the piano and the trumpet. And like I always kind of thought it would be something I would never forget to do. And I can still play some things
No.
on the trumpet, but
I played trumpet in high school too.
did you?
Yep.
I love the trumpet.
The
I love the
three little
sound. Yep.
the three notes.
Yep.
That was some time ago.
Yeah, it was. Um, yeah, but my husband, he got me a gift, and it was like a cornet. And
Oh,
I tried to play it.
coronet.
Yeah. And I cannot remember how to play hardly anything. Like I can play something still because I remember it, but
Yeah.
other than that, I don't remember anything.
Not really. I don't know how to read music. I just did it by ear or tablature.
Well, I think that's the plus side to being able to play music, whatever it is that you learn how to read music, with it. Yeah, I'll have to call you back. I'm on a podcast. Love you, bye. Um, but all right. Well, we do have one person in here. It's probably Ruben. He's my one
Hello,
viewer.
one viewer.
So, oh, I need to open up the chat. There we go. Yep, it is Ruben. Oh, hey Dina. Do you
Oh,
have
hey,
you
I
used
can't see
Stream?
the chat.
Okay, that's what I'm getting ready to ask you. On the right hand side, there's this bar that has like at the very bottom of that bar, there should be something that says chat.
Mm, not seeing that.
Yours, I don't know what
Private
yours looks like
chat.
on the other side.
Yeah, I don't see any way to get chat up here.
Hey Dina, while you're on here, can you tell us how to open up chat on the other end? I know what mine looks like, but I don't know what the other side looks like.
You have no clue how to do that. Dang. Oh,
Okay.
wait, what's this? Now it's coming through.
You do see it?
Yeah,
Okay. Awesome.
Nightbot said something.
So Dina said they didn't have tablature back in my day. I don't even know what the hell tablature is. What is that?
It's just numbers. Like it
Oh,
tell you one, go to the first fret, second fret, third, fourth, fifth.
okay,
Um,
gotcha.
yeah.
I've never heard that word before like that. Okay, well, we got some people in here now. So, oh, oh, Dina's saying he did find it. Dina. Oh,
I
okay.
still can't see chat. All I can see is Nightbot. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share.
Oh, you don't see Dina's comments?
No, no, no clue how to fix that.
Hmm. Okay, so Dina said, "Are you on your computer?" It looks like he's on his computer, Dina. She said it
Yep.
looks like a chat bubble thingy. That's what she said.
Oh wait, now I see her. I see her said, or show woman said one thing, play by numbers.
Yep, that's the last
So I
comment she
guess it's
made.
working. Sorry, it's working.
Okay.
Kind of winging it.
Yep, you're good. No biggie. She says, scroll down. I think you're there. I think you're caught up now. So, okay. Ruben's talking about the note stuff. He's like, every good boy does fine. EGBDF in face.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, we kind of already opened up. We were just giving everybody a few minutes to get in. In case you're just now joining this is Joe Guiles, and you probably know him as Skull420 on the chat in YouTube. Um, he actually has some paranormal things to share about or whatever. But first, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Joe? Since it's my first time meeting you.
Um, I don't know. I'm just, I normal dude. I like to laugh a lot, and joke. And I'm
Okay.
on the computer a lot. I play
Okay.
disc golf sometimes. Um,
Hello,
I
Anita.
just, oh, Anita's here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, oh, okay.
It's somebody
But,
you know.
what?
I said, is that somebody you know? Anita, I mean, Dina is freaking out.
Yeah, I haven't talked to her in a while.
Gotcha. So okay, so where do you live at?
I live, Midwest Michigan on the
Midwest
west
Michigan.
side. Yep, about a half an hour drive to the lake.
Okay. All right, I bet
Yep.
your winters are brutal up there.
Oh yeah, cold,
Mhm.
very cold.
Okay.
Get kind
Well,
of
what
sick
about
of
like
that.
right now? Like I know here in Missouri, it's been like hot. Is it like that up there right now?
Yeah, it's like 94, and it's
Okay.
7 o'clock.
Yep, that's about
So
what we're like here.
yeah,
Okay.
I do like computer repairs. I do, I've always been into computers a lot, and that's like my thing that I like. Video games, I play a lot of
Okay.
video games.
Or which one's your favorite?
My favorite, oh man, might be Skyrim.
Oh, I don't know if I know that one.
Oh, it's like a RPG type game.
What was it called again? Oh, it
Skyrim.
is Skyrim. Oh, I have heard that. I have.
Yeah, they
Okay.
got it on Xbox and stuff too.
I'm not a big gamer myself, but my son, he big into gaming.
Oh yeah.
He he's really good at Rocket League.
Huh.
I don't it's like soccer with cars, I guess, or something. But
Hmm.
and then he plays other things too. Some Japanese music game where he has to hit dots across the screen and Osu, that's what it's called. But
It's crazy how many video games there is now compared to when, back in my 20s or
yeah,
Nintendo when I was a kid,
yep. I was
renting
gonna
renting
say
the games.
what I know is Mario Brothers. That's what I know. Duck Hunt. That's my game.
Yep, the originals. Retro
Okay,
gaming is making a comeback lately.
I actually believe that. You know, everything comes back around. So, but okay. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into the paranormal field and what you do and that sort of thing?
I've had some experiences and I've been interested in I've watched a lot of videos and movies about it, paranormal. And I know I've had paranormal things happen to me, it's just something
Want
happens that you can't explain.
you want to give an example of some a paranormal experience you've had?
Well, I've had, I've had a few, um, but earlier in my life, I don't know, this is around like 2000, I ended up, there was a trailer park that my fiance's mom lived in. She bought her trailer really cheap because a guy had actually killed himself in the
Oh,
trailer.
okay.
And but then we ended up getting a trailer. I ended up, me and my fiance at the time ended up buying another trailer at the same trailer park, like right across the street.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that has anything to do with my story,
Okay.
but so I bought the trailer across the street, and a guy also had died in that one. Basically, like neighbors and stuff said the guy just like never left his house. All he did was order food. He was like morbidly obese, depressed and whatnot, and died in the trailer. Well, when I we were going to, there was a bunch of his stuff still in there that his brother or whoever was taking care of that didn't take everything,
Mm-hmm.
and he had like records and uh, big speakers. The guy liked music, you know, and excuse me. But there was some definitely some weird stuff going on at that trailer because one so for one night I went to bed, and it's a trailer, so at the time we had one of those giant water beds, king
Okay.
size. So there's like this much room to walk around this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the point, I was laying there, and all of a sudden there's like a closet next to me. She's
Okay.
on my left side, and I heard boo and hot air. I felt, oh, it was my left ear. I felt the hot air from whatever it was that said boo. It's right in my ear. And that, like, I was like, what the fuck?
I was
I
gonna say, freak your
that,
shit out, didn't it?
that really happened. First thing I did was go look at her to see if she was messing around with me. So she was over there sound asleep. And the bed's so wide, she couldn't have been able to go do that and then hop back in the bed without me, you know,
Well,
hearing. But that,
especially if it's a water bed. I mean, you would feel her getting up and down, you know?
yeah, that's true. But there was a few other things that happened there, like the radio, my CD player would come on in the middle of the night, blasting like max audio, and it would play random CD. And it was this Deftones CD album
Uh huh.
about a ghost. Uh,
That
do you know what
that
song I'm talking about?
I don't know very many Deftone songs, but I don't think I know that one.
Yeah, it's about a ghost. And I'm like, whoa, that happened a couple times, like twice that happened. And then that, I just now thinking about it, my hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. But one time I had some people over for a while, and a rude ass ghost.
Yeah. Just a rude ass ghost.
There was another time my friends were over in the kitchen just standing around talking, and there's this thing the microwave sat on, and above it had like little cupboards, and we're just standing there talking, and a can of corn came out of the cupboard and landed on the microwave. Bam! We were like, "What the fuck?" Well, it's time for us to go.
Yeah, because if it
So
can
they
move that,
left.
I mean, next thing you know, it can be at your head or something.
But I mean, there had to have been some stuff going on over at the house across the street, maybe too, like with
I'm
that.
sure.
It was like a
Did her
standoff.
mom say anything was going on?
She just knew that they had to patch the hole in the back room in her bedroom. there's like a patch there now where the shells went. But I always wonder if maybe that was like causing that area to have more, like activity maybe uh, in this trailer park.
Vicky says maybe he was hungry.
You might have
he, was,
been.
he was all like, "Hey, I'll take a can of corn, thanks."
Yeah.
And Dina wants to know, and yet you stayed?
Yeah. It was a good deal. But
Um, okay, and so having that experience in that house, I mean, where do you live at in vicinity to that? Do you live near that area still, or is that somewhere else?
it's not very far. It's somewhere else. It's probably like
Okay,
half an hour drive or something.
okay. So what about where you live at now? Are you having any paranormal experiences now?
This, I did have some crazy stuff happen to me here too. And, well, you see people that roll their own cigarettes and then in a machine, right?
Yeah.
And, well, I do that. I roll my own cigarettes.
Okay.
And one day I got up and I went to roll a cigarette, and the whole box of cigarette tubes, it looked perfectly fine at first. I just used my hand to reach in and grab one out to use it,
Uh huh.
and I noticed they all just crumbled. Like every single tube was turned to ash. And then the night before, it this was like a complete. It had like one cigarette out of it, but otherwise it was a perfectly fresh new box. And at night before, I remember that I rolled one out of it and it was just fine. Well, then in the morning, yeah, I went to reach in there and it just crumbled like like ash. That looked like a regular old box of cigarette tubes that still had the paper on it.
That's
And
crazy.
and I'm like, what the? This freaked me out because that's something that just can't. Let's say I did flick a ash on it or something. It would light them on fire. The box had no damage.
Right.
The lightweight cardboard box had no flames or no damage whatsoever.
Right. That's crazy.
And sometimes I thought, because my cousin died in a fiery car crash back in 2018, I always wondered if, like something like that, you're trying to tell me to quit smoking.
Yeah. Would you listen?
Huh, no, I don't even listen to myself. But that was
God,
really odd. It
that
it
is like,
was
and you can.
something
There's
like
no rational explanation whatsoever.
is that even how is that even possible?
It yeah, doesn't make any sense. So,
There
but
was that.
okay. So is that like the? I guess that's probably the most significant thing that's happened to you in that house. So have you had anything else that
Um,
happened?
I mean, I hear odd noises and the lights blink sometimes, but I'm trying to think if there was any other paranormal type stuff, but I don't know. That was pretty much it.
Okay. Well, I remember the other day you had said something about in the chat about a UFO sighting or something. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, this was on a lake. We were on a lake that had a cabin on it, and
Hmm.
we were staying in that cabin for a few days. Well, I was outside just sitting around, having a drink, soda, whatever, watching the birds. Um, and I looked up above this tree that was to the left of me. This tree wasn't very tall. There's a picture. But anyway, it it was the strangest looking UFO I ever seen. But it had like a flat platform, and then just something like this. But then there was circles, two large circles on it, right above the.
Okay. You lost sound. Can you hear me? Okay, there's no sound for you though. Ooh, okay, thank you. Still can't hear anything. And I don't know if it's my computer or yours, but you're starting to freeze up too.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yep.
All right, I have to use my little speaker.
Oh, okay. So my question is the flat surface of it, was it rectangle like that you showed, or was it round also?
It was rectangle.
It was.
It was like a tabletop almost. And inside these balls or circles or whatever looked like it was going in a like a galaxy.
Okay. Did it have lights or anything like that?
No, I don't know. It just kind of weird because it was so sunny out. It was almost like blue. The circles were like blue, and the platform was like gray or something.
Right.
But then it just started to move really slow, and then it just bam, it's gone in a perfectly straight line, disappeared.
Wow.
It was really cool.
Which lake are you near?
This was called Martini Lakes. It's like a ton. There's like five different lakes attached to each other through like canals and stuff. Pretty cool place.
Okay. Because I know heard stories about, I think it's Lake Erie, in, where there's supposed sightings and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Supposedly Michigan's like a hot spot for UFOs.
Right. Ruben wanted to know if you felt like they were trying to communicate with you at all.
No, I didn't really feel that.
Okay. And then Vicky wants to know, did it make any noise?
It was silent.
Oh, wow.
Not even when it went away, it didn't make any noise. It just went faster and faster, and boom, it's gone. What is like
Wow.
I've looked online. I haven't seen anything really online that says anyone else has seen anything like that.
That's
But
crazy. I would love to see something like that.
and at the time, I'm like, am I just hallucinating this? I was just so shocked that I didn't really register, get your freaking camera out, and take a video. I
Oh,
was just
yeah.
in awe of like what I was seeing. I'm like, I really seen that?
Right. So let me ask you this. You saw that though. What were you thinking?
I don't know. Like, what the fuck? That's what I was thinking. Am I really seeing that?
Oh no, no, drinking. I said, what were you drinking?
Oh, drinking. Shit. I don't drink ever.
Uh,
But I did have brownie that day. Pretty strong brownie.
oh, might have been it. Dina says, I don't know what would freak me out the most, spirits or UFO and aliens. UFO and aliens would freak me out more than spirits.
Yeah, spirits is like been around. We know all about that. I mean, not all about it, but somewhat. You don't know shit about UFOs or aliens.
That's exactly right. That's exactly how I feel. Too unknown.
I don't know what happened to my headphones, man. Works like this though. I just talking to this.
Oh, that's bright.
It's like a phone. No.
Well, use that the next time you're at the lake and see if you can't get them to come back.
Yeah, I
Oh,
might.
Vicky says you drew a picture of the UFO. I'm
Um,
guessing.
yeah, somewhere. I just did now. I scribbled it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that.
Mm, it's very whited out. Oh wait. Oh, it almost looks like eyeballs.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Oh, that would be creepy.
Yep. But that's only UFO. I wish I could see more UFOs. I'm always watching for
That would be cool, man.
a ghost of an alien.
He said worse would be the ghost of an alien.
Yeah, what if
Swirling
you're
eyeballs. That's what it looks like, Dina. It looks like the tie at the eyes of a cartoon almost.
someone saying, "Oh, that looks like a Reiki."
It looks like what?
Something to do, something to do with Reiki. Reiki, that symbol of the swirl.
Yeah.
Reiki.
Yeah, I've
And
seen
then
that before in Reiki. Mhm.
maybe that had something to do. I don't know.
GSS videos said that they had the same color guitar as you.
Oh, okay. What is it? Blue? Oh, yeah, it's blue.
So, do you ever play with Dina?
No, it's actually kind of hard to play in tandem with someone.
I'm sure, especially when you're like over video too, like the, you know what I mean. So, but okay. So, what do you do now? Like, do you do any investigations or anything like that?
I haven't. I mean, I'm not opposed to doing that. I thought about there's a place here. It's not too far away. It's on like some state land in the woods, and there's a bridge back there that goes over the river or a creek, like a creek and a river meet. And then there's this bridge. Well, there's this old saying about that bridge that a guy took his kids out there, or he hung some kids out there,
I should have done a little more research about it, but it's an old what do you folks tale or whatever, like a myth, I guess it was that this guy took the kids out to this bridge and hung them, and then I can't remember exactly why he did it though. I'd have to do a little more research, but I thought about going out there and doing an investigation. They
That would
call it
be
like Death Bridge or something like that, but
wow. That's so sad.
yeah, sad.
Dina's like, ooh, girl.
I don't know if I ever want to go in there by myself. It's pretty deep into the woods, right by the river.
Yeah, I wouldn't go by yourself. I guess you just have to get Dina up there and be like, okay, now we can go.
Yeah.
So, oh, Ruben wants to know if you've seen Skinwalker Ranch. Like, been there, you mean?
Oh, like the show.
Oh, if you've seen the show,
What show?
Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, it's a good show.
What do you think about that? Because I heard that you're pretty knowledgeable about cryptids and stuff.
Um, I don't know. That's a weird place. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens there. Not just spirits, like other weird things.
I think that's probably what he's asking about. Just like Dina. Is like, do you what do you think? Do you think that was a cryptid, or do you think maybe it's aliens?
That's a tough call. Could be both. So much. Maybe it is the same thing. Maybe it's both.
They've seen a mixture of both. I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Maybe
Um,
something to do with the atmosphere of the area. Maybe it's charged, supercharged area for spiritual happenings, paranormal stuff like that.
I think that's a real possibility there. Vicky wants to know if you have the equipment.
No, oh, I mean, no, not really.
Okay.
I was using my phone to record. I figured I could use my phone to record if I wanted to catch EVP or something like that.
Right.
You know, I guess I could go that bridge during the day, but probably better at night. Oh, hey,
Yeah. I do. I think that would probably be your best bet. Is go during the day, get a real feel for it,
I've been there
especially if you have to
plenty.
by yourself
I've been there before, more than once.
in the day.
Well, it was getting kind of dark that one time. We weren't out of the woods yet, and it was getting dark, and it was getting pretty spooky
I'm
in the area.
sure. I think the best thing about like doing an investigation is to know nothing about the place first, because otherwise we're gonna go and we're gonna be like, okay, we know somebody was killed here. But
I
Dina,
should look,
yes, daylight, daylight.
but yep,
Oh, hi Andrea, and hi John, by the way.
Jonathan portal. That one thinks it's a portal.
So she's I think she's talking about Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, I believe it.
I
That's meant.
think didn't they determine that they thought it was a portal?
They're very confident, yes.
Dina said there's a cemetery near you too.
Yeah, there is a cemetery right down the road. I've never gone there. I did do I went out into the woods at night to try and go to this little. I thought it was like a structure far away. It looked like a structure, like a teepee or something. I thought that looked kind of weird, so in the middle of the night, I went out there with my phone videotape walking through these woods. I don't recommend that.
I wouldn't do it because of spiders.
My phone light wasn't even close to bright enough to see what the hell I was doing, where I was going. I was like, probably won't do that again. Always try to go there during the day first.
Yep. Yep. And then knock down all the cobwebs on the way through. That's my thing. I can handle spirits. I can handle supposed demons. I can handle no spiders.
Yeah, I'll guarantee spiders out there.
Yeah. So when you do go out though, I mean, so if you don't have any equipment, are you recording? And you may have said this, you'll have to forgive me. I just trying to think of what you said, but do you record anything?
No, I mean, I haven't really gone out on an investigation very much, so nobody out here probably likes the same stuff. Well, I'm sure there are some people, but I don't know. So it'll be just me, you know.
Okay.
I'd like to get one of those B7s.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Can you say it again?
I'd like to get one of those, where they like a SB7 recorder.
Yes.
Yeah. If I was going to get something, I'd get that.
Okay, let me think here for just a minute. Which one is the SB7? I'm going blank.
I think it's like
Is it the spirit box?
Might be.
The
Yeah. Yep, you got it. Spirit.
The thing is crazy. Now, aren't you and Dina supposed to be putting your show back together or something?
Yeah, we were thinking about it, but we just haven't really done much with it yet. There's a couple of intro videos that we made, but we're waiting for Dina to get settled into her apartment first.
Dina, are you not settled yet? I'm waiting for her to say something. Yeah, Spare Pants Paranormal. Yeah, okay. That's the point when I first saw it, I thought it said Square Pants Paranormal.
I think I'd be more afraid of people than ghosts.
Yes.
Another reason why not go investigating all by yourself.
Exactly. Not even remotely. Oh, Dina. Okay. So, with that being said, you want to an SBC. When you watch the investigation, what do you think of the results that they get on that?
It sounds like they get actual responses when they're using it.
So you don't think it's ever like this radio garble or anything like that?
It could be, but maybe it's not. can't
Okay.
really rule it without people scare me.
They should, Dina. They're scary.
Man,
um,
I always thought it'd be cool to try and test the EVP on the recording device.
okay. So like a
Like
voice
I
recorder or something.
digital recorder that backs it up, like they use, like a little digital recorder.
Okay. What do you think about it's been asked a lot, people's thoughts about like apps on the phones and stuff. How do you feel about them?
I don't trust it. I don't trust. I mean, I guess possible, but like when you're using like that SB7 or you're using ACD, or I mean direct current. That's different than your phone, which is not really a radio. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think they do. I don't think they would. No, I don't buy it.
That's kind of how I am about it. Well, like Ruben said, he doesn't have to. So, Ruben, he actually makes programs for computers and stuff. And so we know it's too easy to go in and do exactly what you want it to do. If you want it to
Yeah,
sell, you're going to have a lot of responses on that, you know.
yeah. All you have to do is make your own device and then make your channel grow big enough to advertise your own device, and you can make a lot of money.
Yep, exactly.
You know, creating an app like that and then going out and taping it like it's working. Like what is it? Not Ghost Adventures, but you ever watch Omar Gosh?
No,
Yeah, Omar TV made a
haven't
lot
heard.
of Ghost videos,
Huh.
but
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't heard of them. Or it. I haven't heard of that show.
pretty good show. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the guy used to be like a hairdresser or something. Now he does like YouTube videos on ghosts. Yeah,
Oh, Dina's like fakers.
fakers. Oh, Omar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's also how I feel about Ghost Adventures too, though. Just
yeah.
entertaining. Yep. Did you hear about? I mean, do you watch Ghost Adventures?
I have in the past, not lately. No.
You know, Aaron Goodwin on there.
Yeah,
Did you hear about his wife?
no.
Like he literally, she put a hit out on him.
She what?
She put a hit on him.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like she was married to him, and then she reached out to some loony person in jail who killed his whole family, and he had a cell phone in the jail with him. He contacted somebody on the outside and put a hit out on Aaron.
Wanted his
Crazy.
money or?
She wanted to be with this guy.
Huh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Evidently, she didn't succeed.
No, yeah, no, they didn't. He filed for divorce and he went to jail. And Vicky says, yeah, Omar, more entertainment, but he does go into some interesting places.
Yeah, I haven't seen him making any new videos lately that I've seen.
Right. Dina, I don't know.
Allowed to say what?
kill.
Yeah, no killing. They don't promote
She
that.
hired someone to unalive him.
I thought you were gonna say that she was being haunted by a ghost. Oh,
Oh. Well, too late if not, Dina. I mean, right? You already said it. I know Vicky. I was talking to Vicky earlier, and she said that she kind of wanted to know what your views are on possessions.
hmm. I definitely think they're possible. They do happen.
Do you think possessions happen to those who are not, or just those who subscribe to the possibility of it?
I think they just choose a person at the time in their life where they're very weak. They allow it to happen, but they don't really know they're doing that. Or it can also happen if a person is like on a lot of drugs or drinks a lot, because like their mind is not like it can happen. It can maybe have someone like they call it spirits, but I think a person can get like drunk enough that they're really not really in control anymore, and like something else could possibly come in and exploit that. You know, but I guess that's true for like not just drugs and alcohol, anything that
That leaves your
you know.
brain.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, that's probably not the only way it could happen. I guess that's just like one way I think it could
Sure, that makes
happen.
sense. I didn't use the right word. Vulnerable.
But I've
Um,
I know I felt that way in my past that I was maybe vulnerable to something that normally if I was healthier that wouldn't happen. Possible.
it is. I think it is possible. So,
They prey on the weak.
say that again.
They prey on the weak.
Yep. Okay. So I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
Like a weak person would be easier to take over.
Right.
Maybe that's not how it works. But
Ruben saying the stages: oppression, depression, and then possession.
yeah.
So going back to the idea of cryptids, I know you've been in a lot of our shows to watch them and stuff like that. Do you have any insight on any of the cryptids like that Steve and I had talked about that maybe we should have hit on or anything like that?
What? I didn't follow what.
That's okay. So like how Steve and I do the show on cryptids.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like, was there any cryptid that we talked about that you thought maybe um, we should have hit more on or anything like that, or offer any insight into it?
I don't know. They say there's a dog man here in Michigan. It's possible.
A dog man, like is it like a werewolf?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, pretty much the same thing as a werewolf.
Oh.
I haven't seen werewolves, but I'm not in the woods at night very often.
You're like, I'm not gonna find out the hard way. So what's the legend behind the
Dog
hand
man,
dog?
I don't know, half man, half dog, and goes around killing whatever the hell they want. Maybe it is a werewolf. Maybe that's what they're seeing. Maybe it looks different. I'm not really sure. There's been sightings in Michigan for it. And Bigfoot. There's a
And
lot of woods in Michigan. I could see how to have some type of cryptid that we don't know about. But
let's see. I'm looking it up now. I'm curious. The Michigan dog man, the legendary creature said to roam the forests of Michigan, described as a bipedal canine with a human torso and a fearsome howl. It is often depicted as 7 foot tall with blue or amber eyes. It is associated with the years ending in 7. The legend gained traction in 1987 when a radio DJ created a song about it as an April Fool's prank. Huh.
that's been a popular cryptid for like centuries.
That's crazy. Vicky wants to know what your favorite cryptid is. Vicky wants to know what your favorite cryptid is.
Favorite cryptid, Bigfoot. Bigfoot.
Oh, Bigfoot. Okay. Okay, and how come?
I don't know, I just always wanted to see one, I guess. I want to believe it's real.
Okay.
Maybe it is.
So, living in Michigan, have you personally seen any evidence of them?
Nope, I haven't.
What do you think about? What do you think about Dina's statement about Bigfoot? She thinks it's a derogatory term.
Oh, is that what she said?
She didn't say it this time, but she normally does.
Derogatory.
I guess we could just say the hairy man-like creature in the woods with big feet.
Yeah. I don't know, and they supposedly stink real bad. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to run into them, that's for sure.
Just for the smell or because they're scary? Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's about it. I want to thank you though for coming on the show. Like, I appreciate it. I know that you had other plans, and I had to last minute it, and I really appreciate you doing it for me. So,
Hey, thanks for having me on.
yeah. If you ever just want to come back on, you gotta let me know or whatever. We can talk more. And when you're in the chat, if you have information about it, by all means, jump in. Okay. So.
Okay, though.
All right. Well, you have a great night.
You too.
All
See
right.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.